the home for all your Yankees news, updates, live streams, and play-by-plays. This is Max Coverage TV, and this show starts now. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here. It is MLB postseason time, and we are going to start things off with one, if not the best rivalries in all of sports. Red Sox taking on the New York Yankees for the AL Wild Card starting tomorrow. Thank you for joining me. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. If you're watching on the replay, drop me some comments down below from today's show. I'll answer all the comments after the show is over. It is going to be a wild time here on the channel. I will cover as many MLB postseason games as I can. Of course, all the Yankees games. But this is the best time right now. October baseball is here. Yankees did not get the division. They were rolling 8-game winning streak for the Yankees heading into the postseason. But the Blue Jays kept on winning as well. They swept the Rays, so the Yankees, they were tied with the Jays, but the Jays own the tiebreaker, so they win the AL East. So now the Yankees have to host the Red Sox in a 3-game set. It's always scary. I'll say this. It's always scary, a 3-game series. It doesn't matter who you're going against. You have 2 bad days and you're done. You're cooked. That's why I thought it was a very important thing for the Yankees to get that AL East, to get that bye, and then you host the ALDS, which is a 5-game set. But that's baseball. The Yankees had a couple of games. You know, if you look back, they should have won. It was about a handful, 9 of them. If they would have won just one of those games, this would be a different story. But you know what? This year is going to be a much more tougher road to the World Series than last year, in my opinion, because the winner of this series goes on and faces the Blue Jays in the ALDS and potentially the Mariners in the ALCS if they make it that far. But how we all doing, folks? Thank you for joining me. Hopefully you all had a fantastic weekend. We got Daver in the chat. We got Allison in the house at work. Okay, don't get in trouble now. I don't want you to get in trouble. We got Tracy, Tiffany, Jake. Honestly, I don't see how the Yankees are going to win the series unless they win game 1. Yeah, that's another thing. We're going against Crochet, man. Sarah's in the house. What's going on? Yes, I love that. Andrew's in the chat. I'm so ready for the playoffs, dude. Ronnie Baseball, All-Time Sports. Who am I missing in here? Jack in the house. Jacob Frederick. I want to say congratulations to your Guardians, Jacob, because I thought they were dead. I thought they were cooked. And somehow, some way, they win the AL Central, so you got to give yourself a round of applause, man. Your team did not quit. Your team did not quit whatsoever. So, I opened the show with some news for the Yankees. This is for Game 1 tomorrow. It looks like Ben Rice won't be in the lineup. Looks like Ben Rice is going to be on the bench. Paul Goldschmidt will likely start on first base. He hits lefties well. This is Brian Hoke from Twitter, so go follow him. He's a beat writer for the Yankees. But Aaron Boone was talking to the media today. He basically said that Wells will be behind home plate. Rice will not be catching, and Goldschmidt will be on first base because he has crushed lefties. His OPS against lefties. We'll bring up all the stats here in a second. But listen, man, I get it. I understand it. But Rice right now has been red hot. He hit 2 home runs yesterday. He finishes the season with 26 home runs. So congratulations to Ben Rice, who had a phenomenal year, a breakout year for Rice. Don't like that. I don't like that at all. Also, if there is a Game 3 in this series, Cam Schlittler will get the ball, not Luis Heel. So Cam Schlittler will go Game 3 in the wild card. If not, he'll go Game 1 in the ALDS. Hopefully that is the case for Game 1. Hopefully the Yankees will take, the 2 games. Max Fried is on the bump, and then Carlos Rodon's on the bump for Game 2. But Cam Schlittler is the third starter. Why is Wells in the lineup? Well, like Aaron Boone says right there, quote unquote, Wells is really good back there. Just because Rice isn't in there doesn't mean he doesn't impact the game in a big way. So that statement, we will probably see Ben Rice potentially as a pinch hitter during the game tomorrow. But as a starter, looks like he won't be in the lineup. And the lineup's not finalized or anything like that, but this is just, the notes that we're taking away from today's presser for Boone. Also, that he also said that Ahmed Rosario will most likely be in the lineup as well. Rosario has had a lot of success against Garrett Crochet in his career. He's 6 for 9 with like a home run against Crochet, if I'm not mistaken. So he also hits lefties well too. So we should see Rosario on third base. McMahon's a better glove. We all know that, but McMahon has struggled offensively, especially against lefties. So it probably will be Rosario in the lineup tomorrow as well. Robert bringing the boom. This is just crazy. Uncle Ben is much better. He is on fire. Yeah, he is. He is, man. Listen, man. You know how this team operates. It's all about analytics. But at the end of the day, dude, like Ben Rice has been red hot. And his bat should be in this lineup every single day. Every single day. So looking at the splits with Rice versus lefties, he's hitting 208 with a 481 slug, a 271 on base, and a 752 OPS. That's against lefties. So let me just share it real quick. So that's another reason why that the Yankees are probably doing this move as well, is the analytics say, Ben Rice versus lefties, that's what you're looking at, right? Even though he's been red hot. But you know how the team operates. They're heavily analytically driven. What's up, Roger? What's up, Joseph Papa? I can't wait for tomorrow, dude. I cannot wait for tomorrow. Marvin's in the chat. Goldie's a vet. He will always outrank. Oh, yeah, no doubt. I mean, Goldie, he's been there. He's had the experience. And Goldie has hit lefties well. So it's not like they're just throwing a dart at Goldschmidt and saying, oh, he has a better glove. No, Goldschmidt has had a very good year against lefties. What's up, Liver Lipper? Wartime Max LFG. Feed me the Red Sox. Yeah, dude, let's go. You ready? I hope everyone's ready for wartime. But you looking at this chart right here with Ben Rice. Looking at this chart. How can you leave this guy out of the lineup? When you see red, you see blood. And Ben Rice has been crushing the cover off the baseball. So, yeah, it does suck that he's not in the lineup. But I do also think he will be a part of the game as a pinch hitter, because Rosario most likely won't be in the lineup the entire day. I do see Rice pinch hitting for Rosario potentially, and then having McMahon as a defensive sub later. Can we win a lot? Yeah, we can win a lot. We can win it all. It's going to be tough, but this team can do it. I mean, they finished this season tied for the best record in the whole American League. The Yankees, 94 wins. The same amount of wins from last year. Same amount. And that's without Soto. So that's another thing. Okay? I got to bring up the tweet that I saw earlier. But the Yankees basically, the whole lineup did better this year than last year with the metrics and all that. Get the barrel up. Ball stat. What are you talking about? Ronnie? Have you ever looked at Fried pitching stats in the playoffs, Eric? Yeah, I have. I mean, Fried's a champion, so. But I'll bring up Fried here in a second. I wanted to highlight Ben Rice first, and then I want to highlight Garrett Crochet because that's who we're going against tomorrow. And if you're looking at his game logs against us this season, he's kicked our arse. 6 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs allowed, 2 walks, or was it? Yep, 2 home runs actually. So this game right here, the last outing against the Yankees, he had a 6-0 lead, and I'm not going to say he took the pedal off the metal, but the Yankees did pretty well against him, even though he struck us out 12 times. But we did get 3 runs across from him. But this season, man, Crochet's killed us. Crochet has absolutely killed us this year, and he's one of the best pitchers in baseball. He's going to be the Cy Young or second place to Tarek Skubal in the American League. So I'm very scared of Garrett Crochet. I'm going to be honest with you, man. I'm going to be super honest with y'all. Game 1 is so important. If we can win Game 1, I will feel so much better. The Red Sox are dealing with some injuries in their rotation. Lucas Giolito will not be able to go in the wild card. He's dealing with an elbow injury, so that was their potential Game 3 starter. So they're already dealing with some injuries as well. Shigeta says Twins and Giants say see ya to Rocco Baldelli and Bob Melvin. I saw Bob Melvin get the can, but did oh yeah, I just saw Twins fire Rocco Baldelli. Damn. So yep, that just happened. What's up, Strike Zone? It's kind of hard for Rocco Baldelli. He didn't really have anyone to. They sold everyone, but he had another down year for the Twins, so he's done. He's gone. What's up, the Strike Zone? Yo, what's up, my boy? You ready for some postseason action, bro? Ready for some postseason action? Long season, bro. But the Yankees somehow, some way, tied for the best record in the American League. Strike Zone. Will Baboon ever get canned? No, probably not. I mean, he's definitely not going to get canned after this. The Yankees since August 11th have had the best record in baseball. They've been the hottest team. Boone has to win the World Series. He can't lose 3 playoff series to Boston and stay here. That's the thing, man. Boston took us out the last 3 times. When we've seen Boston in the postseason, the last 3 times, they've beat us. If I'm not mistaken, the last time we beat Boston in the postseason was when Aaron Boone walked them off. So we're past due here. We can't be a first-round exit, man. I'm ready, dude. Yeah, tomorrow's matchup is going to be super tough, dude. Crochet is a flat-out beast. I mean, look at the guy's stats. He had 255 strikeouts this year. That's insane. And you see a lot of red there, man. You see a lot of red. All-Time Sports says, do you think that Volpe, Judge, and Stanton will pop off? I think Judge and Stanton will definitely pop off, even though we all know Judge's stats in the postseason in his career. He's hitting like 206, 786 OPS. I get it, right? It's a new Judge. I think this postseason will be Judge's best postseason. Mark my words. If I'm wrong, then you can bash me the entire offseason. I don't care. But I truly believe that. And Stanton always goes off, man. Postseason G is always a beast. So I'm not worried about Big G at all. But, yeah. I mean, Volpe, it would be nice to see him do well once again. Last playoff, he did pretty well. He hit like 286 last postseason. So, what is Wells' career stat against Crochet? Let me look it up. Let me look it up real quick because I honestly don't know off the top of my head. And I don't want to feed you lies. Let's see. Austin Wells versus Garrett Crochet. So they've seen each other 9 times, or 9 ABs. He has 2 hits off of him, a double, a home run. So he's hitting 222 off of Crochet with a home run and 4 strikeouts. So, but that's a small sample size. That is a very small sample size. I'm not jinxing nobody. Spinning Mantis Rice, a 125 batting average, 12 walks versus Crochet. Goldie, 133, 15 ABs, no extra base hits. I think that's what you mean, Spinning. What's up, Adonis? Big G would be the new Mr. October. Hey, he's proven to us already that Big G can take over October. Last year was phenomenal. This is Garrett's first postseason game. People forget the atmosphere is different there. That is true. That is true. I mean, he's coming from the White Sox, so this is by far his biggest game in his career. So will the postseason stress break him? I hope so. But if we take game 1, like I say, I feel a lot better for this wild card series. I like Cam over Heel. Cam can be future ace. Heel seems to get rattled, lose control. Rodon scares me in game 2. Yeah, I'm not mad about the Cam over Heel thing. Heel, his command does scare the hell out of me. You know, the walks are an issue. I mean, Cam Schlittler, he has it, man. he just has it. Like, he has that mound presence that you want to see in a guy. Like, I feel comfortable with Cam. So I like that he has the opportunity to pitch game 3 if necessary. If not, we'll see him in the ALDS. But Rodon, he definitely scares me, but this is the best season that Rodon's put together as a New York Yankee. So hopefully he can keep that going into the postseason, because that's why we pay him the big bucks, right? I mean, Fried and Rodon, this team is going to go as far as they go, honestly. If Fried and Rodon can give us what they've been doing all regular season, then I feel comfortable. But Red Sox are going to be a tough team, man. They've had our number the last couple of years, and I'm glad that we won the last series against these guys. So hopefully we can keep that momentum going. And one thing about the Yankees, they have been home now for a week. They haven't traveled. They haven't gone anywhere. So that should benefit the Yankees as well, having just being at home for the last, 7-8 days now? So that's another thing that I was thinking about earlier today, too. Hopefully in the postseason, we have a ton of new home run bat holders. Oh, yes, we will, bro. We're gonna be passing this bat around like a hot potato, man. Who wants it? Who wants it? Ben Rice says, I want it. Judge is gonna take this bat a lot. Mark my words. Judge will take that bat a lot, man. Heal's better versus Boston than any other Yankee starter. Rodon is probably our best. If he scares you, you shouldn't watch. Yeah, I mean, you should feel comfortable with Rodon on the mound. Like, with Rodon and Fried going, you should feel comfortable. Yankees should beat the Red Sox, but losing season series was scary. No doubt. No doubt. I mean, the Yankees, to start the season, like, they were terrible against the AL East. I mean, they got swept by the Jays in 4 games, but I hope the last 2 weeks of baseball, they will keep that momentum. They beat the Red Sox, they beat the Jays. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully that will give these guys the motivation and confidence into the postseason. What's up, Fabian? My boy Ben will be series MVP. Let's go. Oh, a bold statement by Fabian there. He's already saying Ben Rice is going to win the World Series MVP. I love it. I absolutely love it, man. Laura, what's your question, buddy? All right, let's bring up Max Fried real quick, because he's going game 1 for us. He is a beast. He's a bona fide stud and a certified G, and you can't teach that. This guy has had a phenomenal year 1 as a New York Yankee. 19-5, 286 ERA, 32 starts, 189 strikeouts, so close to 200. But God, you got to feel comfortable with Max Fried on the mound. And he's a champion. He's done it. Been there, done that. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing. Let me look up Max Fried's postseason stats. Let me see if I can find it on. So he's 2-5 in the postseason with a 5.10 ERA. That does not. No, we don't want to see that. 20 postseason appearances in his career, but that was with the Braves, even though he is a champion. Hopefully, as a New York Yankee with the pinstripes, he's going to be a whole new man in the postseason, man. Anthony taking batting practice, so assuming he plays, I think Volpe will be in for sure. I think Volpe's going to be in the lineup game 1, no doubt about it. So yeah, let me bring up. Let's see here. There it is. Here's his postseason stats right there as a Brave. So in 2024, that number scared you, right? He only went 2 innings, gave up 5 runs, 8 hits. That number scares the crap out of you. But that's the Braves, Max Fried. He's a new man. He's a brand new man. Wearing the pinstripes, he's got us, man. I know he will. Free reminds me of Andy Pettitte. Yeah, his pickoff move reminds me a lot of Andy Pettitte. I meant Sox Anthony. You talking about Roman Anthony. I don't think he'll be available. I don't think he'll be available. I could be wrong, but I don't think we'll see Anthony Roman. Or Roman Anthony, I should say. But yeah, so there's Max Fried's stats in his career in the postseason. But what a year he's put together, man. I mean, imagine the Yankees not signing Fried this year. Oh, Miss Cindy's in the chat. Yee-haw! How you doing? She's almost off work, everybody. Yeah, he should be out. I don't think we'll see Roman Anthony unless he just has a crazy recovery. Takes a while to come back from an oblique. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Unless he has a crazy recovery or they shoot him up with some cortisone, I don't think we'll see Roman Anthony, which is great news for us. Just absolutely great news. But that's another thing. The Red Sox are a completely different team without Roman Anthony in that lineup. Oh, wearing her Packers sweater because it's chilly in here. Packers coming off a tough tie. There should not be a tie in football. That game last night, I had more gray hairs than I should. Waking up today, definitely more gray hairs in my head. What's up, Hugh? Don't fear not one team, buddy. All depends on our hitting and bullpen. No, you're right. You're right. 1,000%. Right now, the poll, we got 80 votes. 38% of you are saying the Jays are the most feared team for the Yankees. I'm with you. I'm with the 38%. And thank you all for smashing that like button as well. NLB says, we got this. We're going to go 2-0. Okay, nice little sweep. When you're a Yankee, you have championship vibes. Ask Soto. Oh, man. How about those Mets, dude? How about those Mets? Just, God, how do you choke? How do you choke like that, man? So, let me see. Let's bring up... I'll bring up this picture. This is from Brian Hoax. This is going to be his revised prediction for Game 1. Like I said, this is all predictions. This isn't the lineup that they're going to, trot out there. But I do think we'll see Rosario in this lineup. But Brian Hoax is thinking this is going to be the lineup right here. Goldschmidt leading off, Judge and right, Bellinger and left, Stanton DHing, Rosario playing second. So... Are they thinking that Jazz won't be available to start? I'm sure Jazz is going to be playing this game even if it's like a pinch hit or so, but Brian Hoke is thinking that Rosario plays second base, Grisham's in center, Volpe's on short, Austin Wells behind the dish, and McMahon is playing third base. That's his prediction, guys. But I mean, I want to see Jazz in the lineup. I know he got hit by that pitch. I'm sure he's still sore, but I know that Jazz wants to be out there. I'll tell you that much. But Rosario, like I said before, he has a great history against Crochet. He's 6 for 9 with a home run against Crochet. Jake saying not a good bottom three at all. Yeah, that bottom three scares the hell out of me, bro. Volpe, Wells, and McMahon. McMahon's just... I know he's had a couple... What was it? Saturday he had 2 hits, but his offense is just... Sometimes it's tough to watch, but his glove is just that damn good. And that glove, going to get... With Max Fried on the mound, a lot of ground balls are hit to third, so you want to see McMahon on third. But why not Cabby? They're going to give it to Volpe, man. They're going to give it to Volpe. That's no shock to me at all. And congratulations to Caballero. He 49 stolen bases, led the MLB. So congratulations to him. But that Love burned whose clock? You talking about Jordan Love? Yeah, with that the last play was very scary. I'll tell you that much. Fabian says we're not afraid of anybody. That's what I love right there, Fabian. Yeah, we're not afraid of... Oh, there's David. David's a Blue Jays fan. You don't want us to win so we can go against you? Or are you scared? Are you petrified of us? Is that what it is, David? I thought you would want to see a Yankees versus Blue Jays matchup. Come on now. Michael's saying we're going to lose to Boston. Come on. What are you guys on the weed today? Hold on. You got to do one thing, guys.
Stay on off the damn
Just gotta do it.
weed.
Luis Hernandez says Yankees got a good chance beating the Red Sox if the pitching holds up. Yeah, no doubt. If we take game one, I'd feel very confident that the Yankees are going to win this series. But if we lose game one, I'll be pretty damn scared. Because like I say, the wild card series, you have 2 bad games, you're done. And I mean, I know they got Crochet going for game one, but we got Max Fried going for game one, baby. So I will say this, probably bet the under. If you're a betting person, bet the under tomorrow. I don't even know what the over-under is, but Jays are Baltimore 2.0, says Fabi. What's up, Brian? Robin says, will Judge be Judge? Time to lead this team to a World Series. Judge will be Judge. I'm going to plant my flag and say that this will be the best postseason that Aaron Judge has put together. If I'm wrong, then you guys can bash me the entire offseason. I'll be here covering the team the entire offseason. So if I'm wrong, please, I'm not hiding. But I think Judge is going to go off. We are winning, no doubt. Guaranteed we are on our way to the World Series. I love that. I love the confidence. But this is going to be a lot more tougher than last year, in my opinion. I mean, the road to the World Series. Last year it was the Royals, the Guardians. This is going to be a lot more tougher. I mean, like I say, the winner of this series goes to Toronto to take on the Blue Jays. So you got to go through 2 AL East teams, and then you got to go through – I think the Mariners are going to make it to the ALCS because their pitching is just that damn good. But we have had success against Seattle this year, I will say that. But their starting rotation is just flat out nasty. No disrespect. What do you think about you said Juan Soto? I mean, I can't really blame Juan Soto for the Mets' failures, but hey, sometimes the grass isn't always greener on the other side. He went to the Mets and said that they had a better shot to reach the World Series. Well, they're not even in the postseason. So that shot of him in the dugout looking sad as hell, just soak that in, Juan Soto, while you watch the Yankees that you left still reach the postseason, still have the same amount of wins as they did last year. 94 with you, 94 without you. And guess what, Juan Soto? We're still playing baseball, baby. That's what I got to feel about the Juan Soto stuff. The grass isn't always greener on the other side, but enjoy the money bags that you got. Yeah, the Mets had 0 pitching, exactly. Mets collapse was dominating all sports programming. That's how bad it was. Oh, yeah, it's a terrible meltdown by the Mets. I mean, they had the best record in baseball going into June, and then that all went downhill. I mean, Steve Cohen had to make an apology tweet earlier today saying sorry to the fans that the Mets choked, essentially. You know, he spent $340 million on a team that missed the playoffs. It's ridiculous. It is a meltdown at its finest. Oh, yeah, I know you did, NLB. I know you did. What's up, Ronald? Yeah, Rocco Baldelli got fired. So did Bob Melvin. The Pirates are extending their manager, Don Kelly. So that's the news that we've had so far in MLB's off-season news. But I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this series to start, man. Take a look at this picture, guys. This is from MLB Network right here. This is why Aaron Judge should be your MVP. And I know all of you are probably going to agree with me. But that's why. Aaron Judge. The list Aaron Judge joins after his historic season. This is something that the media hasn't really highlighted. All they talk about is Cal Raleigh this, Cal Raleigh that. He's a catcher who hits 60 home runs. Well, Aaron Judge is a player that hit .331 with 53 home runs. He joins Mickey Mantle and Jimmy Fox as the only players in MLB history to hit for .330 and 50 home runs. To win the batting title and 50 home runs in the same season. Take that for data. So stop with the Cal Raleigh this, Cal Raleigh that. Highlight this. Aaron Judge is your MVP. If he doesn't win MVP for a season like this, MLB should be flat out ashamed of themselves. Ashamed. Judge has 200 better OPS. Yeah, dude, he has better everything. Slug, on base, WAR, F-WAR, batting average, of course. Everything except for home runs and RBI. Judge is better than Cal Raleigh at. So, Cecilia says, honestly, if you're a Blue Jays fan, you better hope and pray the Yankees beat the Red Sox because the Red Sox would absolutely mow the Jays down with crochet. I mean, I think the Blue Jays are going to be cooked next series. The Yankees are going to win this series. They're going to take out the Jays next series as well. Sorry, but that's what I think. What's up, Mitch? How you doing, buddy? How you feeling, man? Joseph saying 331 is very impressive these days. Players rarely hit 300. Dude, to put in perspective, Joseph, Trey Turner won the NL batting title, I think hitting 304. 304 in the National League, won the batting title. Judge hit 331. I mean, he was just clear-cut better than everybody, man. He was just clear-cut better than everybody. Vladimir in the chat says, Max, what is up, Max? Glad you're doing a preview stream. Yeah, buddy. I told you I couldn't stream yesterday. I was in home all day. Unfortunately, the Jays won, so yesterday's game was for nothing, essentially. But I wanted to cover it, but I wasn't home, so I wanted to do this little preview for tomorrow's game, because tomorrow's game starts at 6. I do plan on trying to cover the Cubs and Padres game too, because that starts at 3. But that all depends on my work, like if I get off work in time. So just be posted there. But I'm gonna try to cover as many MLB postseason games as I can. I don't know how we tie the Cowboys, man. That was a freaking God. I hate how games end in ties. If college doesn't end in a tie, NFL should not end in a tie as well. They got to change, man. What do you predict about Volpe in the playoffs? If Volpe hits 260, I'll be happy. Just hit 260. I want to see like a 260 batting average, close to an 800 OPS. Give me like a 760 OPS. I know that's not sexy, but it's good for Volpe. Because, honestly, like, the offensive production, yeah, we want to see Volpe do well. But that goes on the shoulders of Stanton, Judge, Bellinger, Grisham, Ben Rice. Those guys are going to be your offensive production. If Volpe can just get on base for us, maybe steal some bases, play clean, defensive baseball, that's all I ask for Anthony Volpe. Can you do that? He hit a grand slam last World Series. He hit 286 in the postseason. Come on. Do it. Thank God it did. You would have been good for days. Oh, you talking about the game yesterday? Oh, the tie. Yeah. I mean, it's weird. Like, I still feel weird about the game last night. Even though the Packers didn't lose, they tied it. I still feel weird. I still feel like we lost. That's just how I feel. Mitch, I think the Phillies can go to the World Series. I think the Phillies have the best shot to go to the World Series for the NL. Dodgers bullpen scares me. Like, scares me saying, like, I think their bullpen is not good enough to get them to the World Series. I think the Phillies have the best team in the National League right now. I know the Brewers have the best record, but I still take the Phillies over the Brewers. Edit says, how many games will the Red Sox Yankees play? I want to say 2. I want to say 2 because the Yankees are going to win game 1 and 2. But it wouldn't shock me if this series goes to 3. It would not shock me because, like I said, the one game that scares me is game 1 because of one guy, Garrett Crochet. So if the Red Sox somehow win game 1, this thing is going to game 3. But can't wait to call it. Can't wait to watch it. Sucks it's on ESPN though. I will say that. I'm not a big fan of ESPN's like broadcast or whatever. But it's crazy that we're already in we're already in postseason baseball, guys. Like what a long season. But dang, if it flies by. It flies by. Yeah, I don't Joseph Bad Bunny being the halftime show. I don't know if I like that, man. I don't mind his music, but I believe that we can beat anyone the way we are playing right now. We are hot heading into the postseason. Yeah, I mean, like I said, we have the best record in baseball since August 11th. So we're entering the postseason on an 8-game winning streak. We can do it. We can do it, but you know what we can't do? Play sloppy. Make mistakes. The getting thrown out on base has to stop. The giving professional teams extra outs has to stop. You cannot give these teams extra outs, especially in the postseason. If the Yankees can play clean, they can beat anybody. They can beat anybody. That's how I feel. I don't want to see any of this stupid, like we saw in the World Series in Game 5. I don't want to see any of that crap. Cover first base. If you're a pitcher, I don't care if just run to first base. Be proactive, okay? No airmailing a throw over the head of Paul Goldschmidt, Volpe, Jazz, even Ryan McMahon. I don't care. Anyone. No mistakes. None. Because mistakes will bite you in the arse every single time. What's up, Dev? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. All right, bro. See you later, Mitch. Clean up the little things. Exactly, man. Clean up the little things and just play fundamental baseball at the end of the day. Like, if you play smart, you play clean, you're going to win. That's how it goes. And your pitchers, I mean, the bullpen has to do their job as well. I mean, the bullpen has to play clean. The bullpen cannot come in there and blow a freaking, 4-run lead. Bullpen has to pitch, has to do their job. That's one thing I will say. Right now, I'm nervous about the bullpen, and I'm nervous about the mistakes that the Yankees tend to do on the base paths. If you're a betting man, all fandom aside, who would you take for AL, NL? I would probably go with the Yankees and the Phillies. And I'm not being biased, but Seattle, they have the pitching to do it, but I don't think they have the offense to get them to the World Series. The Jays, their rotation's a little banged up now. Max Scherzer hasn't been pitching well at all. Barrios is hurt. So, I mean, I think the Yankees have a good shot to reach the World Series again, man, but it's going to be tough. You got an extra series this year. Last year we didn't play in the wild card. That's why it stings when the Yankees tied the Jays. The Jays own the tiebreaker. If the Yankees would have pulled out one more win from the 9 or 10 games that they blew earlier in the year, just one, it would be a different story. We would be sitting on our couch watching the Jays and the Red Sox beat up on each other. That's why I know it's 162 games, but that's why you take all these games and you got to make them all important. Because at the end of the year, you're going to look back and be like, damn, you remember that game in April 17th when we blew a 5-run lead and we lost the game? That game can snake bite you later on in the year. So that's how I feel. Like, you see managers, you see teams all the time, like, kind of wave the white flag, like, okay, like, we lost this game. Like, that's why you got to fight, man. That's why you got to fight. I know the Yankees won 94 games. They finished the season strong. They are tied for the best record in the AL. I get all that. But damn, if we would have won one of those games that we blew, we would be sitting there looking very pretty right now. What's up, MNY? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, Bichette's hurt as well, Hugh. Yep. Winter saying Yankees make a lot of mistakes. They do. They do. I mean, that's what I'm saying. We got to play clean baseball and hope the bullpen can do their jobs. I mean, everyone has to do their job. It's October baseball, baby. What's your ideal bullpen lineup? So I'm gonna say like I'm gonna give you the guys that I like to see if our starter goes 6. So the 7, 8, 9 guys. Give me Devin Williams in the 7th. Give me Luke Weaver in the 8th and Bednar in the 9th. Because Devin Williams has looked a lot better. So I would dare say maybe you can even flip-flop Weaver in the 7th, Williams in the 8th, and Bednar in the 9th. I'll be fine with that because Devin Williams, knock on wood, but he's been pitching a lot better of late. And if our starter can't go 6 and we have to have a pitcher go for the 6th inning, I say Fernando Cruz would be that guy. So Cruz, Weaver, Williams, Bednar. Those 4 right there are my guys. I mean, they're going to use Tim Hill, of course, in a lane where there's lefties. They're definitely going to use Tim Hill in that lane. But the guys I want to stay away from, Mark Leiter Jr., stay far away from him. Doval's pitched better too. But I would still trust Cruz and Weaver, Williams, and Bednar over Doval. But what up, Jay? I think they will beat the Sox with the way we're hitting. Listen, I think we're going to win. I mean, this is not going to be easy. I know Red Sox fans watching this, even if we even have a Red Sox fan watching this right now, they're just going to be like, you're biased, you're a Yankees fan. I mean, I truly believe the Yankees are a better team. Especially if Roman Anthony is not in the lineup for the Red Sox. We got this. We got this. But we can't beat ourselves. We can't make mistakes. Siciliano in the chat. Max, at the least, the Yankees keep plays, which might affect the Jays having 5+ 1 day off. They can get cold. Hope all is well, brother. Yeah, I'm good, man. How you doing? But yeah, I get the whole rust thing. You know, you're resting because the ALDS starts on Saturday, so they get the whole week off essentially. But I'll be honest with you, bro. I would take the rest. I don't like this wild card series. I keep saying it. You had 2 bad games, you're done. Your season's over. Especially when you're going against Crochet. I mean, even if the Tigers would have won, we would be going against Scooble. So that's one game right there that scares the hell out of you. But sports edits, let's go Yankees. Let's go. The Yankees' biggest enemy is themselves. It's not the other teams. And it wouldn't surprise me if they beat themselves in ace. I agree with you, Celia. I agree with you 1,000%. I mean, the Yankees have been known to do that. You know, they beat themselves. As long as we are playing clean baseball, this team can beat anybody. But we've seen it multiple times where this team just, you know, gives the opposing team extra outs. You know, stupid wild pitches, balks that scores runs. Like, that can't happen, man. We love wildlife in the chat. Caballero has played well. Who you got, Max? Volpe or Caballero to play most of the games? I think it's Volpe, dude. Caballero has played a lot or he has played well. I agree with you, but I think the team will lean Volpe. So it wouldn't shock me, but I do think Caballero will get playing time. You know, Caballero will definitely be a pinch runner in every single game, especially if it's like the 8th inning, Stanton gets a single, he's done. They'll put in Caballero. But I think the starting nod will go to Volpe. Danny in the chat, who would y'all bet on, Yankees or Sox first game tomorrow? I'd bet on the Yankees. I'd probably bet on the Yankees because we're at home. Garrett Crochet is a phenomenal pitcher. The one thing that I highlighted earlier, and the chat did as well, this was the first postseason game he's ever pitched. Okay? So, how is he going to feel that playoff atmosphere in the Bronx when the zoo is going to be on his arse? A sellout full of Yankee fans. I don't know, man. Is he going to crumble? I know Max Fried's postseason stats scare you a little bit. 2-5 with a 5.10 ERA, but he is a champion. And when they won the World Series, he was a big part of it. So, Max Fried's done it. How come Schlittler over Warren and Heel for Game 3? Well, Warren was not going to be. It was either Heel or Schlittler. Warren was definitely not in the running. But I think Cam just finished the season stronger than Heel. I know Heel has the experience over Cam, but I think from the eye test, Cam has shown the Yankees that they can rely on this guy. I mean, he has a 2.96 ERA. It's the lowest rookie ERA as a Yankee since like 1981, if I'm not mistaken. I can look that up real quick. But the guy has the stuff. He has a moxie. He has the mound presence. And, you know, the fastball is just a weapon. A flat-out weapon. Yeah, so here's his stat right here. Here, I'll bring it up on the screen. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Cam Schlittler's rookie year, 2.96 ERA, 10.4 strikeouts per 9. Second lowest ERA by a Yankee rookie starting pitcher since 1981. That's a minimum of 70 innings pitched. It's pretty damn good, man. This guy has it. I can't wait to, see his career progress. I cannot wait to see what this guy has, because I think we have a weapon right here with Cam Schlittler. Imagine next year, the rotation. I know Cole's not going to be making his season debut probably until around May or June, but when that happens, you got a rotation with Garrett Cole, Max Fried, Rodon, Heel, and Cam Schlittler. I think that's the best rotation in baseball, honestly. If everyone's healthy and everyone's on their A game, that's a weapon. Can you flash up Volpe's postseason stats? I got you, brother. I got you, man. Hold on, I'll bring it up here in 2 seconds. It's from last year. Let's see here. So that's Volpe's stats right there for the postseason. 286 batting average, 407 on base, 408 slug with an 815 OPS. That was last year. He hit a grand slam in the World Series. Struck out 13 times, walked 10 times. If he does that for us again, that would be amazing. What's up, Cynical? How you doing? John the Beagle Dad's in the chat. What's up, buddy? Agree, Max. Awesome rotation with Schmidt and Warren in the hole. Yeah, dude. Clark Schmidt, he'll probably miss more time than Cole because he underwent Tommy John surgery later on in the season. I don't think we'll see Schmidt at all next season. Maybe towards like September, maybe, but. Yeah, dude. We have a lot of depth in the starting rotation. That's for damn sure, Joseph. So, what do you do with Clark? Move him to the bullpen? I don't think that's a bad idea. Much needed help there. You can, especially him coming off Tommy John surgery. I could definitely see that being next season's move with Clark Schmidt. And then from then on out, I don't know what you do with Clark Schmidt. Maybe you can trade him, but it's a very the Yankees have depth for their starting rotation once all these guys are back healthy. And I know if Stanton repeats last year's playoffs, then this offense is going to be scary. This offense is going to be scary as hell. Heel has pitched a lot better versus the Red Sox this season. He has a 0.99 ERA against them. I'm not saying Cam doesn't deserve it, but I would have gone with Heel in this specific series. Well, hopefully, Celia, we won't need to see Game 3. Hopefully the Yankees will wrap it up in 2, right? But to piggyback off of what you say, Cam, they're gonna have a short leash on Cam Schlittler. If Cam starts to struggle early, they're gonna put in Heel. So if Cam doesn't do well, we will see Heel, in my opinion. So I hear what you're saying, no doubt about it. Genesee, I'm so freaking excited for tomorrow, dude. I cannot wait. What up, Chef Nick? What's going on? Look at that. Look at that guy. Look at him in the kitchen whipping something good up. What's up, brother? How you doing? You ready for tomorrow, man? Anthony says that is 5 pitchers with 20 wins each. I think the Orioles with Palmer, etc. Yeah, I know, dude. Isn't that crazy? But yeah, Anthony Volpe, man. Like, if he can do what he did, if he can give us these stats right here, give us a 286 batting average, 815 OPS, that would be lovely. That would be absolutely lovely. So tomorrow's going to be at 6 o'clock. It's kind of a weird start time, but, you know, they got games on at 1, 3, 6, and 9 for MLB. Like I say, if I have time, if I'm off work early enough, I'm going to be covering the Cubs and Padres series too. But cannot wait for tomorrow, man. You know, it's bittersweet that the season's wrapping up because, you know, I love doing these streams and I love hanging out with all of you every single day. But this is the best time for baseball right here, man. This is now or never. Now or never. The race for 28 is now. Will the Yankees do it? Will the Yankees do it? Chef, you everywhere, my guy. Yeah, Chef Nick is that dude, bro. Chef Nick is that guy. Cruise Control saying Yankees in 2. That would be ideal. That would be ideal. That would give the Yankees Thursday and Friday off as they prepare for the Jays on Saturday. But I think if we take game 1, man, like I say, if we take game 1, I'd feel so comfortable with this series. But tomorrow is going to be an insane game. I hope I see all of you in the chat because I'll be covering the game, of course. It is going to be crazy. I'm going to need everybody. I'm going to need everybody because there will be some Red Sox fans. I'm going to leave the chat open for the Red Sox fans. I'm not going to put it on subscriber-only mode. Hopefully you all are subscribed anyways. But I need everyone's support tomorrow because it's going to be a war. This isn't it's another series. No. Red Sox, Yankees in the postseason. This is going to be wartime. And I cannot wait. I cannot wait, man. All right, Liver Lipper. I'll see you tomorrow, buddy. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining in. I'm out of here as well, guys and gals. Thank you for joining. Hit that subscribe if you are new. If you're watching on the replay, drop me some comments, and I'll answer the comments down below. But thank you, Yowie Wowies, in the chat right before I sign off, buddy. Good to see you, my boy. But thank you all for joining today's show. Are we ready for tomorrow? I am. Hopefully you are as well. Let's go, Yankees. I'll see you all then. I'm out of here. Peace.